And we see in transition the foul by Artest on KG and Rondo with the shove.
Oh, he didn't even shove him.
Doesn't matter. That's still a technical foul. He pushed
come on. He didn't push him. He put his hand on him. This is another sell job. This guy weighs 112 pounds, and Artest weighs 280.
It's not about what he weighs. You're telling that type of action is a technical foul. The referee's job is to control the situation, and they did a fine job of doing just that.
If Rondo got a head start from the other baseline and pushed him with two hands, he wouldn't push him that hard. But I agree with you, Mark. It's considered an unsportsmanlike act after the whistle.
So to put your hand on somebody's unsportsmanlike, that's all he did.
He didn't just put his hand on him.
You guys, oh my goodness.
According to your theory, last game, Nate Robinson just ran up to Lamar Odom with no hand on him, anything, got a technical foul. Your job is to control the game, and that's exactly what they're doing.
This is what I think. If you flop to try to sell a call, whatever penalty was coming should not be called. I'm being serious. No. That's the only way you're going to eliminate. This guy just got away with flopping with Rondo. Rondo couldn't pick him up if he tried. Right. He certainly can't move him with a push. If you flop, you don't get the benefit of anything.
I think what you're saying is you agree with us. You're just upset that Artest flopped.
Exactly. Look at this. Watch this. I mean, come on. Say Queensbridge now, Ron. Queensbridge.
Ron Artest from Queensbridge in New York picks up his second foul, and these free throws from Garnett, believe it or not, the first free throw attempts of the half for the Boston Celtics. One of the reasons Lakers are hanging around despite the huge disparity in shooting percentage. It's 65% for Boston, 34% for the Lakers, and it's only a 4-point game. Bryant gets inside, out to Artest, and Artest knocks down another three.
See, and Rondo should have flopped on that, because that's the only way you're going to get the call.
Lakers 4 of 8 from downtown. Bad pass from Allen, miscommunication with Garnett. And another turnover, that's 10 for the Celtics, and there's still 4 to play here in the first half. Bryant sidesteps, and a soft touch. And just like that, the Lakers back up by 1. All the starters in the game right now. Bryant back up top. Pierce the fake. Settles himself and hits a three. Paul Pierce with 11 points. And their first three-pointer of the night.
And a much better read. Kevin Garnett patient, gets the basketball back to Paul Pierce, and he takes advantage of the Gasol matchup.
Jeff, you said at the top, you think really the focus offensively should be Pierce for the Celtics.
I agree, and there was another pick and roll that they switched. They threw it in against the mismatch, and it ended up coming back to Pierce late.
Bryant. Oh, excellent defense from Ray Allen. Rondo the rebound. Celtics running again. Oh, what a pass, but Perkins not expecting it. Couldn't finish. Kicks it out. Allen. Oh, Gasol tipped it in. I think that was Pau Gasol's hand that tipped it in. They credit the basket to Garnett as the Celtics go back up by 4. And this building has come alive. Timeout, Los Angeles. Is the one credited with the tip. They initially credited it to Garnett, but Perkins the one that tipped it in. Gasol also had a hand on it. But Perkins with some pretty strong fingertips got that to go. Bryant rises up, short again. Tries a second time and gets that to go. He was 3 for 10 before knocking that down. And Jeff, you look 65% shooting for Boston, only 38 for the Lakers. And the Lakers are only down 2.
And you know how? You commit less turnovers, you get to the free throw line more, and you get more offensive rebounds. That's how you stay in a game where you're not shooting well.
Pierce is shooting well. 6 for 9 from the field.
And he's doing this with no screens, his isolations. The Lakers are living with playing him one-on-one. He's too talented offensively.
Artest tried the reverse. Gasol the rebound. Out to Fisher. Under 2 to play here in the first half. Pau Gasol is short. And Kevin Garnett with his 6th rebound of the half. Rondo pushing at every opportunity in the paint. Offensive foul. He pushed off on Kobe Bryant. And that's Rondo's first personal. A couple of first-team all-defensive guards going at each other. Let's see if this one's a better look. I don't know about that one.
Well, it certainly wasn't a foul on Kobe Bryant.
Gasol to Fisher. Fisher, that's a 2-pointer. And a loose ball foul is going to go against Ron Artest. That's 3 on Artest. Pierce had good position inside as they were battling for the rebound. And Luke Walton's going to come back in. Coming up at halftime, the T-Mobile halftime report. Stuart Scott, Magic Johnson, Michael Wilbon, and John Barry. They'll analyze the first half, and you won't want to miss Derek Fisher's other impact dealing with his family. That's coming up on the T-Mobile halftime report.
If I'm the Celtics right away, I'm going at Luke Walton. I'm giving the ball to Paul Pierce and everybody out of my way.
Coming up on a minute remaining. Walton's only played 18 minutes in this series, just 2 of the 4. Pierce again. 15 for Pierce here in the first half.
I mean, if you're Paul Pierce, you got to think you're insulting me, putting him in the ball game, and I'm on fire, and he's going to guard me. Take advantage of the matchup.
That's the most points for Pierce here in the first half of any of these games. His high in the series is 24. Celtics by 6. Bryant. Too much one-on-one there as Perkins gets the rebound. Rondo the drive. Rondo misses. Garnett had it. Lost the ball. Fisher the other way. Gasol left open. He can't hit. Garnett grabs that one. Rondo again on the run. Back out Ray Allen.
Smart play by Allen. Instead of forcing up a 3, take the last shot of the half.
Shot clock is off. Rondo, final seconds. Puts it up at the buzzer. And that will end the opening half. Paul Pierce was upset at something walking off the floor. Rondo wanted to get it to him, but Pierce had his back to him.
He wanted it early. He thought Rondo passed him up the previous time in transition. He thought Rondo was looking him off rather than looking to get him the ball.
But Pierce had a superb first half with 15.7 of 10 from the field. He's with Doris.
Paul, you were upset at the end of that half. What got you going?
What's that?
I said you were upset at the end of the half talking to Rajon. What was that about?
No, I wasn't upset. I'm happy with the way we ended the quarter. Great defense. No, I wasn't upset.
In a series where offense has been hard to find its rhythm, you had a terrific half. Why?
I'm just being aggressive, getting to my spots. I found something on the tape that I can get to, and that's all. Just being aggressive when I'm too percentage.
Despite the fact that there's a huge disparity in field goal percentage, the Lakers in the 30s, they're still attached. How?
That's because they're getting to the free throw line. We're allowing offensive rebounds. If we clean up those things, I think we'll extend the lead.
Paul, thanks. Mike.
All right, Doris Burke.
Mike, Laker assistant coach Frank Hamlin said, hey, we feel incredibly lucky to be in this game given how we shot the basketball. They feel like they need to make an extra pass, have better spacing on the offensive end. As it relates to Paul Pierce, he said we were supposed to do a better job in screen and roll situations with him. Expect an adjustment there, guys.
All right, Doris. Rondo brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Rondo, 10 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds for Boston. Garnett has Fisher on him. Rondo gets in, left-handed. Nice recognition and moving away from the ball from Rondo.
It's good ball movement, bad defense by Bryant. You can help, but don't overhelp. He pays the price.
Garnett's got 3 assists. Gasol has it knocked out of bounds. Still Laker ball. Garnett disagrees.
You're Bryant in this situation. You got to understand, okay, I'm not going to overhelp. Once the cut is made, you either have to communicate or get back to the body of Rondo.
Rondo's been able to do that a handful of times in this series. Gasol blocked by Perkins. Oh, nice rejection. Here comes Rondo. Pierce back up top. Pierce for three. Puts it in. Largest lead of the night.
And Pierce was upset with Rondo late in the half because he thought he missed him in transition. That time Rondo found him. Good extra pass sequence, which allowed Pierce to get a wide open corner three.
A defensive 3 seconds called against Boston. A one-shot technical foul. Of course, it starts at the defensive end for Boston. Usually does. And Perkins the man to do it.
Well, Gasol beat Garnett off the dribble. Good recovery by Garnett. Good help by Perkins. And then running in transition, they're very difficult to deal with because they have 2 3-point shooters spreading the floor. Pierce wide open and knocks it in.
Pierce had his best year from three-point. Goes right to the spot. Pierce shot 41% during the regular season, won the NBA's three-point shootout and All-Star Weekend. It's a big one there. Kobe Bryant. Oh, what a tough shot. He puts it in. Fisher on Allen. Ever since that Game 2 explosion, the Lakers have done an excellent defensive job on Allen. Rondo, back out Perkins. Doesn't take it. Gets in. Tough shot over Bynum. Perkins doesn't have a lot of numbers, but he's had a big impact so far in this game.
Not a jump shooter, so turned it down and put the ball on the floor.
11-point Boston lead. Perkins, good help defense there. Bryant again. 2 difficult shots here in the third period for Kobe Bryant, who now has 14.
So if your doctor is in the Celtic D, you're betting that there's nobody on the planet that can make those type of shots all game long.
Fisher falls down. Allen off the mark. Gasol safe, stolen by Garnett. Ray Allen has now missed his last 16 three-point attempts. Allen gets inside, didn't miss that one.
He's missed his last 16 three. That's incredible.
After the NBA Finals record in Game 2 when he hit 8 three-pointers and just not been able to find the mark. Bryant. Boy, he's got a nice throw going right now. A lovely bounce for Kobe Bryant.
And what you don't want if you're the Celtics is for him to take over. Force other guys to make plays once he gets hot like that.
Celtics come right back.
And, Coach, I'm sure one thing that you recognize also, when you don't put ball pressure on Rondo, you present those opportunities, the Allen layup, the Garnett layup, because he can pick you apart.
Allen with the steal. Rondo gets tripped up, lost it. And it's going to be Laker ball.
Well, it's like Mark said. You can't front the post or be on the wrong side if you have no ball pressure. So Bryant correctly is playing off of Rondo, but Gasol can't front. There's no weak side help. Bynum's up top, is up high.
Three and a half gone by here in the third. Bryant, one dribble. Again from three-point range. Kobe Bryant, 10 points in less than 4 minutes here in the third quarter. He's now 8 of 16 from the field. We have a foul away from the ball. Derek Fisher is whistled for it, and that's Fisher's first.
And Doc Rivers looks at Paul Pierce and says, hey, that's good defense. Nothing you can do there. That's good defense. Makes a move going to his weak hand, stops on a dime, and elevates. Just the best in the world, and sometimes you got to say touche.
Right, you got to play through that. The onslaught of Bryant. You have to take it sometimes.
Pierce, tough shot there. Boy, Pierce operating on all cylinders. He's 9 of 12, and he has 20. Pierce and Bryant dueling here, and an offensive foul. Second foul on Kobe Bryant. He wants an explanation. Not a lot there, but you got to give Ray Allen credit for trying to fight through and go over the screen. Allen's never been known as a defender, but since he's been here, as Pierce gets inside and gets to the drop. And Phil Jackson calls timeout.
Paul Pierce having his way on the offensive end, puts the ball on the floor, making a play. Isolation time and time again. As the timeout occurred, Bryant walks over to Jackson and says, "Let me guard him. Enough is enough." On the offensive end, and Bryant wants to step up to the challenge.
Bryant again. That's 12 points already in the period. But they can't get any stops. Celtics are 7 of 8 from the field here in the third quarter. They're shooting 70% for the game.
And interestingly enough, they leave Ron Artest on Pierce.
Adams couldn't get it. Fisher tried to save it, threw it out of bounds. A lot of contact there. It's getting physical, which is what we expected.
You see, you can live with this type of defense. Allen, the only thing he does, he allows him to catch it. Other than that, that's a contest without a foul. That's just good D and better O.
He's 5 for 5 here in the third period.
But I think that's the type of D that Artest needs to play on Pierce. You've got to put a body on him and force his catch further out as opposed to letting him get to his spot.
Double technical foul. Ray Allen and Derek Fisher. Jeff, are you surprised the fact that Kobe Bryant asked to guard him and he's not yet?
I like that decision. If you don't have Ron Artest in there.
Is the basket going to count? No, they wave it off.
No, that basket has to count. It's a loose ball foul.
It should be. He waved it off. Now he's saying good. Okay. Well, initially, he gave the wave-off sign. Pierce's bucket will go.
Like I was saying, I think if Artest is in the game, he's got to be given the responsibility of Pierce to question. The bigger question is not who he guards, but if he should be in the game if you're not going to have him guard Pierce. And interestingly,
alley-oop to Bryant. Oh, what a play from Bryant. Off balance with one hand, gets it to go.
Interestingly, Pierce has switched on to Bryant at this end.
He's got 14 points in the quarter, and we're not even 5.5 minutes in. Garnett, Gasol hit him.
And Bryant being denied, overplay, Fisher. Bad pass, but you talk about great receivers. Bryant, the ability to catch with one hand and direct it into the cup.
But if you notice, his catches are coming closer to the basket. That one, the elbow catch, the post-ups.
Most points ever scored in a quarter in an NBA Finals game. He still has a little ways to go. Isaiah Thomas had 25 back in 1988. That was Game 6 against the Lakers.
That was with a bad ankle also.
Gasol. Artest continues to dribble. Bryant from way downtown. Bang! Kobe Bryant again! 17 points in the period, and we're just midway through the quarter.
And they doubled to get it out of his hands, and then Pierce made a mistake overreacting to the penetration of Ron Artest. Comes off of Bryant's body.
He's 4 of 6 from downtown. Ball stripped out of Ray Allen's hands, right to Pierce, and then a foul in the championship.
And his son sitting next to him is so impressed he's playing a video game because he says, my dad could do that. I've seen him do that. This is nothing big.
Pierce against Walton. Pierce. Soft roll won't go. Rondo the rebound, but couldn't hold on. How about Rondo battling for the boards with Andrew Bynum?
And you put Luke Walton on a red-hot Paul Pierce. Phil Jackson is trusting, hey, I know Walton is at least going to compete. Closes the gap. Pierce misses a runner in the lane.
Bryant, Garnett in pursuit. Kobe Bryant finally misses. Gasol keeps it alive, but Rondo has it. Rondo. And Bynum just couldn't stop his momentum. Andrew Bynum picks up his second. And we listen to a Doc Rivers huddle. The last 21 points, all 17 in the third, had the last 4 in the second. Garnett off balance, gets it to go, and a foul. Garnett's 5 for 5 from the field. And Lamar Odom to the line. Rasheed Wallace will check in.
And that's 2 loose defensive possessions in a row by the Celtics. Were a mistake and 6 or 7 by Rondo on some poor decisions.
They lob it into Gasol. Oh, blocked by Tony Allen. He came from nowhere. Pierce trying to get some contact. Tony Allen with an amazing block on that play. They list him as 6'4", blocking a 7-footer. Pierce on the pull-up, gets it to go. Pierce, 11 points here in the third.